Hello everyone, wherever you are. Today I want to discuss news from Japan. An older sister who killed her younger brother and mutilated him. At the time, she was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Because the incident happened in 2016, it is likely that she will be released in 2023. So let's take a look at the case again. How could her older sister be so cruel to mutilate her own younger brother? So the perpetrator is named Takochi Imi, while her younger brother is named Takoki Ryo. They live together like that. She was too cruel to do that because, according to her, her younger brother broke 3 rules. As you know, in Japan, older sister and younger brother living together is not too strange. Actually, there are even references in anime like Eromanga Sensei. They live together, and it is not uncommon for older sister and younger brother to have their own roles. So here, according to her, her younger brother broke them until he was killed by her. That's really psycho. So it started with her younger brother, who suddenly disappeared. No news for 2 weeks. And his friends were suspicious because Ryo was active on social media, maybe an extrovert, so they wanted to ask the police for help to confirm Ryo's whereabouts. Finally, after going through a long process, the police came to their residence where Ryo and Imi lived. The police found pieces of human skin that were put in the trash can. And they also found the toilet clogged with fresh blood. And also in the refrigerator, they found human bones that had been peeled off. Some of the skin and also a human skull in the freezer. It was really kept by the older sister, the pieces of her younger brother's body. And regarding the rules that were violated, regarding her younger brother, there were 3 rules, she said. The first rule was that living expenses were divided into 2, not being allowed to enter each other's rooms without permission, which was the second. And the third was not being allowed to invite other people into the house. Maybe the younger brother violated one of these rules, or even all 3, but it shouldn't have been that bad. For the older sister's anger, normally it wouldn't have been to the point of mutilation either. But what can I say? Maybe her soul was disturbed. So for her crimes, she was sentenced to 7 years in prison, which was in 2016 and should have been released in 2023 because 7 years had passed. Even in Japan, this is the harness of discipline. They make their own rules between siblings and why the sentence is only 7 years. But the point is, after she gets out of prison, she may not be able to live again. The older sister can't return to society. It must be difficult to get a job and will also be monitored continuously by the community and the local police. Maybe the solution for her, if she wants to live in peace, is to change her identity. There's a term in Japan for people who change their faces, plastic surgery to change their faces, and finally change their identity to become a completely new person again, leaving their old identity behind. But something like that also requires a lot of money, not just a little, and I can't imagine what kind of life the older sister will live in the future. It certainly won't be a pleasant life. The point is, if we are siblings, we must be sensitive to our own siblings. They are not hurt by us, and if there is, we are immediately apologize. Even though we are siblings, also sometimes we don't know that demons possess humans, making them blind, especially in Japan. That's all I can discuss. What do you think? Please write in the comments. And that's all for now. See you in another video. Bye bye.